All right, let's dive right into a question that feels like it's ripped straight from a sci-fi movie, but is getting more real every single day. Can a robot actually have feelings?
I mean, think about it for a second. When your smart assistant answers you in a super cheerful voice, or you see a robot in a movie that looks sad, have you ever just stopped and wondered, is there anything real going on behind all those circuits and all that code?
It's tempting to want a simple yes or no here, but the truth about AI and emotion is, well, it's way more interesting and complicated than that. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So, to even begin to figure out if robots can feel, we first have to get a handle on how we feel. We need to start with the human baseline, the biological nuts and bolts of emotion. See, for us, feeling isn't just one thing. It's kind of like a complex recipe, right? You've got your biological brain, which is the hardware. You've got hormones like adrenaline flooding your system. You've got all your personal memories giving everything context. And then you've got that really mysterious ingredient we call consciousness, that feeling of internal awareness. Okay, so that's the human side of the story. Now let's flip the coin and look at how robots feel. And the key word here, you're going to hear it a lot, is simulation. For a robot, the whole process is super logical, just step by step. First, it gets some input, say its camera sees you smile. Second, it crunches the data, comparing the shape of your mouth to this massive library of facial patterns it knows. And third, it just runs a pre-programmed response, like playing an audio file that sounds friendly. It's all just a playbook. It's not a genuine experience. And this brings us to the absolute core concept of all of this: emotional simulation. A robot isn't feeling happy when it sees you smile. It's just recognizing a data pattern and executing the happy response program. It's an outward performance, and it's designed specifically for us to understand. So, this really gets us to the heart of the matter. The core difference here is all about acting versus actually being. Let's put the two side by side. Here's a great way to think about it. An amazing actor can cry on stage, right? They can make you believe they're completely heartbroken. But that performance is based on incredible skill, technique, and following a script. It's a simulation. In that same way, a robot is the ultimate actor. It's just following its code. The human experience, though, that's an authentic, internal state that just bubbles up from our biology. So if you only take away one thing from all this, let it be this quote, which comes directly from our source material. Simulation is not the same as real feeling. It's so crucial. No matter how incredibly convincing the performance might get, what's happening on the inside is fundamentally different. Let's put it as plainly as possible. When a machine tells you, "I am sad," it is not feeling anything like loss or despair. Nope, it's just executing a bit of code that's probably labeled something like sadness_response. It's reporting a status. It's not sharing an experience. Okay, so where do we go from here? What's next? Let's take a quick look at the future horizon of AI. And make no mistake about it, researchers are working around the clock to make these simulations better, more believable, more seamless. The whole goal is to create machines that can interact with us more naturally, whether that's a companion robot for an elderly person or just a more helpful customer service bot. But, and this is a really huge but, even with all of these incredible advancements, we keep coming back to that one key missing ingredient from our human recipe: consciousness. As of right now, today, no machine has a genuine, internal, subjective emotional experience. That's still a biology-only club. And all of this leads us to one final, really big, thought-provoking question. As this technology gets better and better, we are absolutely heading towards a future where we might not be able to tell the difference between a simulated emotion and a real one. And that leaves us with something to really chew on. If a simulation is absolutely perfect, does the difference between acting and being even matter anymore?